Hello, my name is Mr. Anime Ocean, and today I will be recommending an anime. Because as it says in my channel's name, you kinda need to watch anime to understand, my entire YouTube channel. But you're in luck, because today I am recommending a pretty amazing anime. I'm going to make this a video series where every new video I recommend you an anime from a different genre. So if you want to get into anime but have a pretty specific taste and don't know where to start, then this video will tell you everything you need to know about the anime I'm recommending. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. In the first genre, action and adventure, this is the most frequent of anime you will see, and it is the most alluring and non-alluring genre of anime. Why do I say that? Well, because action and adventure, or shonen, which is for teens, are usually very long and span hundreds of episodes. This can be alluring as each episode you have a new adventure that's fun and captivating, where you see the main characters grow and change, going from a small whiny kid to the emperor of a country. It also is the most impactful of all anime genre, as you've been invested in all these characters for almost 200 episodes, and seeing their story end is impactful and stunning. But it's also the most non-alluring of the anime genres, as if you aren't along for the ride and aren't invested in the characters, then it's going to be painful watching this for 400 episodes. Also, even if you're invested in the characters, if the story ends in a bad way, then all that time you put in watching episode after episode will be a waste. Shonen is usually for teens, preteens, and maybe young adults. I do not recommend the following anime to people who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Your time will come, I assure you. The following anime I'm recommending is my favorite anime of all time, Hunter x Hunter. Though people brush it off as a Naruto-esque show, it is much more than that. The Hunter x Hunter manga was created in 1998. Its writer, Yoshihiro Togashi, is one of the best manga creators out there today. If you don't know what manga is, they're basically Japanese comic books, and most anime are adaptations of manga. Anyway, what is Hunter x Hunter about? Well, Hunter x Hunter is about a boy named Gon. He is on a quest to find his dad, who left him with his aunt when he was only a baby. Gon, like his father before him, wants to become a hunter. What's a hunter? Well, it's not the kind you would think of killing animals and stuff. No, a hunter is, well, pretty much anything. A hunter, through the hunter exam, is given a hunter's license, letting them into 70% of all countries and areas locked to the public. Some hunters become crime fighters, some become archaeologists, etc. The possibilities are limitless when becoming a hunter. Gon wants to find his father by becoming a hunter, and the first season is him trying to pass the hunter exam with multiple obstacles in his way. In the hunter exam, he meets 4 of the most important characters in the series. The first one being Killua Zoldyck, my favorite character in anime, or at least my second favorite. He's Gon's best friend and comes from a family of assassins. Need I say more? Also, he's my profile for this entire YouTube channel, so I think that says something about my feelings on this character. The second person I want to talk about is Kurapika. He's a character bent on revenge, running after a group called the Phantom Troop, a collective of bandits who killed his entire clan for money. He's a very interesting character, and I intend to make a video on how the Phantom Troop affected his psyche. On to Leorio. I will be honest, out of the 4 main characters, he's the most boring out of them. Not to say he's a bad character, but think of it like this. At the end of season 1, the group breaks up and goes on their separate journey. If the group were the Beatles, then Killua would be John Lennon, Kurapika would be Paul McCartney, Gon would be George Harrison, and Leorio would be Ringo Starr. Killua, Gon, and Kurapika had pretty fantastic solo careers, but Leorio, not so much. And finally, the last character we're going to talk about is the best villain in all of anime, Hisoka. Hisoka is a clown that loves fighting. He has a somewhat weird and disturbing relationship with the main character, Gon. What's so great about Hisoka is that he's a looming threat over the entire series. His presence is nothing I have ever seen in any work of fiction. Every scene, every moment he's on screen, he's just so mysterious and captivates my attention immediately. All the best Hunter x Hunter episodes are all with him in it. Anyways, I'm going to make an entire video on Hisoka because he's just that great of a character. On to the magic system. The power system, or magic system, is one of the best, if not the best, in anime. It's called Nen, and it's pretty complicated, but I will give you a basic rundown of things. So, every living being possesses their own brand of life energy, which is referred to as aura in the series. This aura is produced from all parts of the body via various aura nodes. It flows together, creating a mass of traveling energy. This generally happens without the awareness of said living being, which results in a slow leak of aura escaping the body, kind of like steam escaping from the opening of a boiling kettle. But people can halt the leakage and control the aura, which gives them dangerous and massive power. That's the beginning of Nen. Pretty simple, right? Well, here's where it gets complicated. There are 4 major principles and applications of Nen, those being Ten, Ren, Zetsu, and Hatsu. Starting with Ten. This is the mastery of controlling the flow of aura around your body. It can enhance your age, as rather than your aura leaking out of you, you keep it in, giving your body unnatural strength and giving you protection against emotional Nen attacks. Then we have Zetsu, which closes your aura nodes. What would be the point of manually closing your Nen? Well, we usually see in the series it is used for stealth purposes, so that the person that you're spying on can't sense your aura, making you practically invisible to the senses. Next up is Ren, which is very offensive in its usage. It projects a large amount of aura in an outward and explosive manner, providing the Nen user enhanced physical abilities. Then, last one, Hatsu, which is the Nen user's unique ability or power. In the series, there are many abilities that are so unique that it's almost mind-blowing how Togashi thought of them. Like how there's a Nen user who uses smoke to create objects, or my personal favorite, Hisoka's bungee gum, a sticky elastic substance that perfectly embodies Hisoka as a character. But that's not all. You can't just make an ability out of thin air. There are 6 categories of Hatsu that every Nen user has a natural affinity for. Enhancement. It's pretty self-explanatory what you can do with this. It can enhance objects and even your own body. Transmutation. A transmuter is able to change the properties of their aura to mimic something else, like how Killua is able to change his aura into electricity. Conjuration. These Nen users are able to morph their aura into a physical and independent object. The key difference between transmuters and conjurers is that conjurers can make independent objects with their own voice and personality. Emission. These Nen users are able to detach aura from their bodies. They can only detach pure life energy or aura from their bodies. Manipulation. Manipulators are able to control living and non-living things by applying their aura to that thing. So basically mind control. Specialists. Specialists' powers are powers that don't fit in any of the other categories. Like how the villain of season 3, he, Chrollo, is able to take other powers from Nen users and put them into his book. Now, every Nen user has a natural affinity for one of these categories, but that doesn't mean that they can't access the others, though it is much harder. This makes Nen even more complicated, as experienced Nen users can blend these categories together. Now, there is much more to Nen, but I think you get the point. Though this might seem very complicated, once you get it, Nen is very gratifying seeing other Nen users bend the rules. Though I have gone far too long explaining Nen, let's go into the feels. Here's the thing, when you watch Hunter x Hunter, you're going to get a wide range of emotion. Because here's the thing, Togashi is a puppet master, and you're the puppet. He fiddles with the strings and makes you a complete and total crybaby by the end of the anime. He's always behind the scenes, fiddling with your emotions, and that's one of the things that me and so many other writers want to learn, how to make the audience cry, laugh, subvert expectations, yell, and scream. It's something that is so hard to come by. A writer who is so good at manipulating your emotions that with one drawing, he can make you laugh your heart out or cry a river. He makes you attached to these characters and then BAM! Kills them off without a word. My favorite example of this is when a character we meet in season 1, who we don't see for a while, but then comes back in season 5, is killed by the villains immediately. Why is this so impactful? Because in season 1, he was not a very important character, but we still kind of liked him. And since he was at the very start of the show, we feel like he's immune to danger. But when the villains killed him, it gave us a sense that no one was safe, that anything and everything was in danger. I think I've told you enough without getting into spoiler territory. Hunter x Hunter is on Netflix, and if you don't have Netflix and you have something else that you can use, then I mean, good for you. Though I have to say right here that there are two versions of Hunter x Hunter. One was made in the 1990s, and the other one was made in 2011. Make sure you watch the 2011 one because it's better and it's the one that everybody talks about and watches when getting into Hunter x Hunter. I'll leave you here. Go watch Hunter x Hunter, my favorite anime of all time. And I will see you in the next one.